show you something here. The Bible said this, look up, that these people had already gone. Jesus went up to the mountainside and was praying. When he prayed and prayed and prayed to a point in the night, these people have gone since. So remember when he went to the mountain, they had already gone to the sea.
Yes,
and they started moving. And he was still on the mountain, and the place was now dark. Jesus was still on the mountain. Tell me, even if Jesus started walking on the sea, look up. Even if Jesus started walking at the sea by that night time, he was on foot. They were in a ship. How many minutes do you think it's going to take Jesus to cover up the space that these people have gone on foot and still catch up with them? So forget about the miracle of walking on the water. The walking on the water is not even my concern. How fast was that walking on the water that he will catch up with the sheep that have gone since when he went to the mountain? Think about it. That means the walking on the sea was not a normal speed of walking.
Yes,
it's not a normal speed of walking.
Yes,
If it was just normal walking, they should have arrived before he will arrive.
Yes,
he will still walk on the water, but he will still meet them after they have arrived.
Yes, sir.
But this man, you were praying on the mountain till night, and people are on the sea who had already started moving since. And right now they saw you walking on the sea. Haba. And they were afraid. They thought it was a ghost. And God said, don't be afraid, I'm the one.
Yes.
And then the Bible said they willingly accepted him into the ship. And the Bible said there was already a storm on the sea.
Yes, sir.
And then when Jesus entered the boat, I don't know, the storm stopped. Or even if the storm refused to stop, that's not the problem. But the Bible said immediately Jesus entered the boat was already there.
Yes.
That's to show you that was the speed he was working with.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How he catch up with them was still the way the ship ended at the end of the way. Because he didn't walk at the way we thought he walked.
Yes, sir.
If the Bible said he walked, was that really a walking? I don't think that is actually walking.
Yeah.
That is something beyond walking. Maybe he just flies.
Yes.
Yeah. But he arrived where they were immediately. Yes. And when he entered the boat was already at the end of the sea.
Yes, sir.
The journey ended. Once he entered the boat, they discovered they were at the end. That means there's a possibility in the spirit where a person can arrive where he wants to go before the time he's supposed to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, there are possibilities.
Yes, sir.
There are possibilities. You don't limit God to your brain and science. But look up, what am I really trying to pick up? Jesus had been with disciples. I hope you know there were times when Jesus entered the ship and even slept.
Yes, sir.
And the storms raged.
Yes, sir.
And the ship did not arrive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
There were times Jesus entered board and they were really moving normal, natural thing.
Yes, sir.
And the waves were blowing against them. Jesus stood up and did not arrive. He rebuked the winds.
Yes,
and then they still moved to the end of the sea. So what happened today? That Jesus glided on the sea and Jesus entered the boat and the boat arrived. That is a supernatural thing. This thing happened because Jesus prayed and prayed on the mountain until a supernatural possibility followed him.
Yes,
such that he don't need to follow natural things again.
Yes,
the possibilities around the life of Jesus after that prayer was that things were happening that were not normal.
yes,
After that level of prayer, there was a supernatural activity around him that when he entered the bus without prayer,
yes, sir.
the bus would arrive where he's supposed to arrive.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying is that if you live in prayer, when you finish prayer, there are certain possibilities you will begin to see around your life that you didn't plan, but they must happen.
Yes, sir.
They must happen because you have programmed something in the realm of the spirit through that your prayer. There are possibilities that are now following you because of your prayers that cannot be explained. You just enter an office, a lecturer who vowed that you will not graduate will see you and say, how are you? You came to collect the result and he will give you the result. It's after you will leave and after that you say, what happened? You change because there are supernatural things happening around you.
Yes, sir.
By the virtue of prayer.
Yes, sir.
So prayer is not normal.
Yes,
when you pray well, certain things just happen. Even the people that favor you can't explain why they favor you.
Yes,
something supernatural took over them. I know it, sir. I know this thing. I have experienced it more than once. At least consciously, I have experienced it 2 times. Apart from many other things I cannot explain. You just finished praying, Patas Kopela, Rakato Shakatesa, Rekapaya, and you wake up in the morning and move, and you just see certain things happen around you that you know is not normal. People begin to behave to you in a way that you don't expect. Sir, because prayer unlocks the supernatural. This is why Jesus said, men ought always to pray. That when you want to see a life of supernatural results, live your life of a life of prayer.
Yes,
Don't just pray when you have trouble. Live your life in prayer. Because when you live your life in prayer, you program a result around your life that is not normal.
Yes, sir.
Remember, I told you that when you live a life that is without prayer, you will limit yourself to natural results. Natural things, the things that happen to natural men will happen to you. Sir, you can finish praying and enter your car and there is no fuel. You don't know. You drive the car.
Yes, sir.
You go and drop the car. Later you discover that there was no fuel inside the car.
Yes.
And yet the car drives itself. That's a possibility because the supernatural is already at work in your life.
Yes, sir.
Many believers don't see the supernatural power of God. They don't live in miracles. Do you know why? They don't pray. They don't pray. So when you give testimonies, people feel it's a lie.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because they are not living in a supernatural realm.